How's it going, everybody?
Very good.
Yeah, everybody's doing good? Why'd you come here today? Freedom? Global justice? Nice, nice. You know what I see when I look out at all of you guys? I see the core of our movement. I see those that aren't afraid to step out, in rain or shine. Even when other people aren't coming out to these rallies, you guys are still here. And I just want to commend everybody. Give yourselves a hand. Throughout history, it's never been a huge group of people that have affected change. It's always been a small group, or sometimes even just one individual. But that person has had a conviction that goes beyond any kind of reason. And before you know it, there's a ripple effect. I spoke at the Worldwide Freedom Rally at the courthouse a while back, and I was talking about shining our light. And we're dealing with a kingdom of darkness here, but we can't resort to their same tactics. The darkness succeeds by covering up the light, but we cannot resort to that. We cannot try and cover up darkness. We got to shine our light. We got to transcend that, because it's a whole new way of thinking. We can't be ruled by their propaganda or their paradigms. We have to actually be the change we want to see in the world. And how do we do that? Well, we start spreading the light. We start spreading our information. Instead of spreading whatever the media is saying, we got to spread what we're doing to create a new world. We can't be talking about what Theresa Tam did a couple days ago, or Turdope did last week, or whatever. We got to be sharing information, as in, how do we create this new world? How do we create cloud busters, right, to defeat the chemtrails? There's information out there on that. How do we convert our gasoline cars to run on water, hydrogen fuel, right? Or even how do we check out of this enslavement system, this UCC? We can file UCC, teach admiralty, sovereignty, and all this kind of stuff. We can actually come out of this system if we stop focusing on all the evil that the other people are doing. And that's what it comes down to when we're in this core minority. We're not a minority. Honestly, everybody wants justice. Everybody wants freedom. Everybody's been wronged by something that the government or something. I could go on. You guys know I'm preaching to the choir here. Well, you know exactly what it is, right? We all do. But we can't allow ourselves to be ruled by that mindset. We can't succumb to that, because we're constantly living in depression. We're constantly looking at, how do we get out of this? And then we're stuck like crabs in the bucket, just trying to crawl out one on top of each other. But really, we're just keeping each other down by spreading more of their information. So I know it gets addictive, sharing these links on Telegram or whatever, but we got to come out of it. And that's what it comes down to us. We are a small number, and God source, there is only one source of all things. You can lambaste me all you want for talking about the Bible or whatever, but really, there's a story I want to share here. And it's a story of an army of 32,000 people. And these 32,000 people were being oppressed by a people called the Midianites. Nothing has changed in our day, because I call them the Medianites. It's just the effective arm of this system of totalitarianism. But this army of 32,000 was fighting this corruption, and they wanted to step out of it. But, God told his leader there, he said, you have too many people, so send everybody that's afraid home. And 32,000 people left. And after that, there was still too many, because when we're not united with a common goal, we can't really change, because there's going to be infighting, and we're seeing that. We're seeing that in our own movement, and it depresses me beyond extent. But anyway, when we cut out the people that are afraid, for one thing, and the people that aren't committed, the people that aren't watchful, all that was left was an army of 300. But they took out a whole army of people that were oppressing them, an army that some estimates say it was up to 1 million. And to this day, military strategists study this strategy and they actually use it on the battlefield. So that's what we're in. We're in a war, you know? And in a war, you know, there are people that fall, there are casualties. But guess what? At the end of the last war, we have Nuremberg 2.0. We have Nuremberg 2.0, and it's coming. Justice is coming as long as we continue to make a stand. And all of the politicians and all of their cronies, the media, the armed forces, they're all going to face justice. It's a rule of this universe. In the end, good wins. And all we have to do is keep shining that light. So I want to address anyone out there that's listening to anything that I'm saying that's on the wrong side of history. There's still time. Make the right choice and come over to our side, because you don't want to be standing in that trial and have the verdict pronounced to be hung by the neck until dead. This is our time. And when we, the people that are truly convicted of truth and righteousness, stand up, we will see justice. And that's why we've all come here today. So give yourselves another hand. So with that being said, I'm going to close with the chant I said at the last rally. Our words have super powerful effect. And that's what the media knows. And that's what the politicians know. That's why they bombard us with their stories. But when we speak with conviction, we actually affect change. And we can affect the reality that we experience. So, repeat after me and say it with conviction. Don't just say it hopeful. Say it as if it's actually happening. I believe that we can win.
I believe that we can win.
I believe we will win.
I believe that we will win.
I believe we have won.
I believe that we have won.
Freedom! Thank you, Calgary. God bless you all, and with God, we win.